Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rubina and in today's video I want to show you how I create my everyday corporate goth makeup. And to do so, I will use some of the products from the brand new summer collection by WYCON Cosmetics, which is called Mirage. As a goth, I am used to being avoided because of the way that I dress and I do my makeup, but when you have a corporate job and you have to deal with clients, it is preferable that they are not scared by your look, but you still can let your dark and mysterious soul peep out a little bit. So the look that I'm going to create today is a very intense smoky eye with dark lips, which still let them know you're a goth, but it's also considered glamorous and acceptable by society. Since this is an everyday makeup, it has to be quick and easy, and it generally takes me 20 minutes to do this. The first product that I'm using is a face primer, and this one is from the summer collection by WYCON Cosmetics called Mirage. Let's have a closer look. This collection is inspired by the Northern African aesthetic, especially the Moroccan cities with their buildings and their markets, while the packaging with these beautiful blue and white decorations with hints of gold recalls the patterns of their amazing lasered ceramic tiles. The boxes are finely printed on the inside as well, and the overall look of these products is absolutely stunning. The product is presented in this beautiful opaque glass bottle with a gold cap, and it is of a baby blue color with a delicious scent of aniseed. It is supposed to give an immediate, refreshing and soothing sensation to your skin, and it has soft focus properties, so it mattifies and smooths your skin as well. It has a pump dispenser, and I'm applying a tiny little bit on my face directly with my hands. The smell is so delicious. It reminds me of my childhood summers when I used to survive entirely on an aniseed icicles diet. I don't like to apply too much primer or different kind of primers all at once, because I find that too much primer gives the opposite result of not letting your makeup set firmly on your skin and last all day. Now you see that this primer has reduced a little bit my redness because of the baby blue color. I'm also moisturizing my lips to prepare them to bear a matte lipstick for the whole day. It is also presented in a beautifully decorated box, and this one is the scented Balm Lip Chubby number 3, which is enriched with passion fruit extracts. This one is also deliciously scented. The scent reminds me of the Solero ice creams I used to eat as a child, and it gives just a tiny little bit of color to your lips. Oh my god, it's so delicious, I wanna eat it. Now I'm going to apply my all-time favorite foundation, which is the All Nighter by Decay in the shade 2.0. which is a little too dark for me, but it's the lightest shade that I can find at my local Sephora, and I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face brush. I'm gonna pump the product directly on my brush. This foundation is perfect for oily skin, which I have, but you have to be very careful when you are choosing your shade because it oxidates and it dries darker on your skin. You will see in a minute that it will set not as light as it looks now. I'm adding a little bit more coverage where I need it. So I usually go with circular movements at first, and then I stipple the product where I need more coverage. Of course, when you are doing a corporate goth look, you're not going to use white foundation, which I never wear anyway. I only try to hide my yellowish undertone because I think it makes me look sick and not in a fascinating way. Now I'm going to highlight the area under my eye with some concealer. I'm gonna use the Kryolan Supracolor EF 85. And I'm using this beautiful brand new brush with amethyst like handle, which is part of this stunning set that you can find on Kadabra Cult. I just like to blend my concealer with my foundation again. I'm using the brush that I've used for foundation. I'm not adding any more product. I'm just blending the concealer together with the foundation. Now I'm setting everything with translucent powder. I'm using the Fix&Matt face powder by WYCON, which is absolutely amazing for oily skin. What I'm not gonna do is to bake my under eye concealer, and I highly recommend you not to do so if you have a dry under eye like me. I just take a tiny little bit of translucent powder with a tiny brush, and I'm setting it very quickly and removing the excess right after. From the camera it seems that I still have dark circles here, but it's just a matter of light. What I am gonna bake is the area where I am extremely oily. So around my nose, the center of my forehead and my chin. And that is the purpose of baking. So if you don't have oily skin, why the hell do you bake? You might also be shocked that I am not using a beauty blender, but I am team brushes forever. Not because I particularly hate sponges, it's just that I have learned how to do makeup with brushes, and I just think they are faster, easier, more hygienical. I don't know, I just prefer brushes. After I have baked my oily area, I am just going around with a tiny little bit of powder on the rest of my face really quickly, and I don't leave the excess of powder for too much time because I don't want to look cakey. So I'm removing the baking just after a minute. Now it's time for the contouring and highlighting. I like to do contour with cream products when I have to do a very fancy look, but since this is a daily look, I'll just do what I do every day. So I'm gonna do a powder contouring, and I'm using the Cosmify Senza Titolo palette number 4 by Ricchioba that you have seen in my previous videos. And I'm gonna contour my cheekbones. So naturally the shade under my cheekbones should be here, but I think it's too low. So to rise my cheekbones a little bit, I like to do it just a little bit higher. And I'm using an angled brush and I'm moving it this way, like if I am aiming at this point of my face. I'm also making my face look sharper, since I'm quite chubby, by placing the product right under my jawline. And I also like to make my forehead look narrower. I usually don't waste too much time on contouring my nose on a daily basis, so I just take the same brush, I don't add any more product, and I just do this movement with the brush from the outside to the center of my nose. Now I'm adding a very fair blush. I don't want to look too alive. And now for highlighting, I'm gonna use the Baked highlighter from the collection Mirage by WYCON in the shade Sunset or number 2. It is a melange formula, so we have many pearls mixed together and each one looks different from the other. It has a tiny little bit of glitter inside, but it's not chunky. It's absolutely elegant. I'm applying it with the Fluffy Flame brush of this collection, which is called M01, and these long soft bristles are designed to embrace your cheekbone perfectly. I usually cover myself in highlighter because I can't get enough of this stuff. This highlighter is, with no doubt, my favorite piece of this collection. I highly recommend it because just look at this. It's amazing. Let's move to the eyebrows. So if you're a goth, you probably have your eyebrows shaved. I have been shaving my eyebrows for years, but I ended up going back to my natural eyebrows because I just don't think my face features look good with shaved eyebrows. But if you have shaved eyebrows, you might want to draw your eyebrows as normal as possible during your working hours if you have a corporate job. So what I'm using is the Water Brow by WYCON in the shade Taupe number 5, and I like to draw every single hair on my eyebrows, so I'm using a really precise and neat angled brush. In this case it's the Must Have Angled Liner number 90 by Sephora, and I make sure that this brush is extremely clean. I usually don't wash my personal brushes every single day, but I use them like 3 or 4 times before cleaning them. But if I don't clean this brush every single time, it's not gonna be able to draw my eyebrows neat and sharp. So I usually do just a little bit of outlining here and here. And then I just fill my eyebrows with little strokes to simulate my natural hair. I like to draw my eyebrows really high on the outer side because it makes me look more like a Disney villain, and I love it. Now that my Evil Queen eyebrows are done, I'll fix them and make them look more shiny with the Eyebrow Fix and Define by WYCON, which is a clear fixing gel. And now it's time for the eye makeup. It's gonna be a very quick and intense smoky eye. I'm taking the Supracolor 101 by Kryolan, which is a dark brown, and I'm applying it directly with my finger on my eyelid, blending it upwards. I don't use too much of this because it's very greasy. I just use a tiny little bit. Now I'm gonna take the Naked Smoky palette by Decay, which, as you can see, I have been using a lot. And I'm taking the color Whiskey, which is a cool brown, and with a fluffy brush I am intensifying my smoky look. Now with the same color and the Smudge brush by Real Techniques, I'm going on the lower lid. of course you can go with a black smoky eye or a wine red smoky eye, whatever color you feel comfortable with. I'm doing a tiny little bit of transition with combust. And I'm using the same highlighter on the inner corner of my eye and on my brow bone. So generally at this point I'm almost late, so I don't go for eyeliner, but I go for a waterproof pencil. This is the long-lasting eyeliner, always by WYCON, in the shade Strong Coffee number 16, and I'm doing just a thin line outside and inside my eye. So I usually don't have time to wear fake lashes every day, so I go for the Lash Serum instead, which is a primer that makes my lashes look longer and thicker in a quicker and easier way. And now I apply a simple black mascara. So at this point I'm usually rushing out from the house in a hurry, and I end up applying my lipstick at the traffic light. So I don't apply any lip pencil, but my lips are nice and moisturized, and I usually wear a long-lasting matte lipstick called Mattificent in the shade number 227 called Gothic Mauve, which I think it's really appropriate. And as you can imagine from the name, it's a really cold and dark mauve, which I love. Here is the final result. I think it's the right compromise between showing a strong personality but still being able to blend with co-workers and clients. Let me know if you are allowed to wear a fancier makeup and outfit at work, or if you totally look like another person during your working hours. I really wanted to keep it real, so this is the actual makeup that I do every day for work. I know that for somebody it might look not goth enough, but let's keep it real. This is the farthest that I can go on a working environment. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my channel, you already know what to do, and I really hope to see you the next time. Bye!